Welcome to a Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies special event, the Halloween Spooktacular.
I'm going to give us a quick little recap here. Say hello, lovely players. Just say hi.
Hello, lovely players.
Hello, lovely players. Just say
God. Hi. Oh, God. Welcome back to, what did you call it? It's not a one-shot, just to be clear, because this is the third week in a row.
Adventure.
So this is a mini adventure. The Halloween Spooktacular 2023. Thank you to all of our listeners. Let me just get you caught back up. On the last couple of weeks, we met our three players, Joe Smalls, Kyle Davis, and Robbie. They took a trip to Magic Springs with their Uber driver, Chuck. Once they arrived at the park, a giant purple crystal appeared in the sky, did some sort of magic spell on the entire area. Our three players passed out, had visions of themselves in various scenes, gaining magical powers, those sorts of things. They awoke into a zombie apocalypse. They made it to the entrance of the park, fought a giant zombie mound of doom that was dead set on swallowing a couple of our players, Joe Smalls a couple times and Robbie once. Right when all hope was lost, they hear the familiar honking of Chuck, their Uber driver, squealing into the parking lot, bursting through the entry gate, and popping out through the top hatch and signaling the three players and Matthew, who's Kyle's little brother, to get in the van before speeding out of the park entrance and down the driveway. And that is where we find our players now. Robbie is in the back. He's been stabilized and has 1 health. And the other guys are in pretty bad spots too. So we'll pick back up there.
Yeah, Joe is in real bad spots. I'm only in bad spots with resources. My HP's fine.
Joe Smalls got trick fucked by a shambling mound. It's got 9 HP.
Woof! I knew you were hurt. I didn't know you were that low.
All right, boys, lay him out flat. Lay out Robbie out flat. There's a jug back there, jug of water. There's all a bunch of weird shit piled up, but there's a bottle back there with the letter LR on it. Y'all see that?
Yeah, kind of rummage around looking for it.
Yeah, that one. That's it right there. It's like a big 64 ounce, like a gallon or half gallon jug. Just pour a little bit of that in Robbie's mouth. Just trust me.
I'll just like turn it upside down, like when you're trying to get ketchup out of a bottle with 2 hands, and just like start shaking it onto his face.
Oh, easy with that. That's good stuff.
He'll turn it back over. So sorry.
Oh, how much of that did you spill?
I don't know. I got a lot in Robbie's mouth though. Robbie, you all right?
Oh, that's some of the spring water from the Magic Springs downtown, but I did a little something extra to it. And when he says that, you look up at him, and he's got a crescent wrench in his hand, and he waves it like kind of in the center console, and purple lightning sparks off of this crescent wrench. And that is the equivalent of a long rest.
Wow.
Pass that bottle around, boys. Y'all are gonna need it. Everybody get a big swig of it, but don't save a little bit. Save some if you can.
Kyle will take a big swig.
You've got a long rest.
Joe's just like, what the fuck? And he takes it and he swigs it.
I guess I didn't quite tell you guys everything that I knew, but I did. And as this is happening, he's driving. He's pulled out on Highway 70. He's kind of zigzagging around past some zombies. He's hitting some. It almost seems like he's doing it for fun. Just smashing them on the front of his van. You guys are moving down the road as he talks, and he's flying. He's speeding down the road. You do notice that the zombies are all kind of moving the direction he's moving, which is towards town, towards downtown. And he continues to talk. I told you boys I thought you were special. A couple nights ago, I had a dream. I had a vision, and you three were in it. And I don't know what that means, but I've been special myself for a little while now, and I lost a child. I had a bad accident. Anyway, I'm giving you too much info, but it seems to be brought on by trauma. And when that whole thing with that purple crystal happened, with everything with my dream and just something about you three, it just I had to get back over here. I knew that y'all the magic had followed you as well, so I had to get. Thank God you're alive. I feel like I got there just in time.
Well, while he's talking, I want to try to peek up, like if the hatch has a crack in it or something, or look through the windshield. I want to look up ahead and forward and see if I can figure out where the crystal is. If it's ahead of us or behind us or straight above us or...
So it's about 1 o'clock. It's actually gone. You can see the sun right above you, but the crystal is gone.
Okay.
So it's kind of back to regular daytime. The sun's still back out. You cannot see the crystal in the sky. And right around that time, Chuck's going to pull off on this exit and just put the van in park. There's not a lot of zombies around, and take some time to talk to you guys. He's been like leaning back, talking over his shoulder, swerving all over the road, just being a general lunatic. He continues. So anyways, what let me see what y'all got. You got Joe, you got a fucking sword or you got two swords. What the fuck? And what is that? I got some kind of, and he pokes out at the stick, your bow.
Joe kind of snatches the stick back and holds it out and shows it extend to a bow, and then whips it back into his pocket real quick.
Holy shit! That ain't a regular bow, Joe. That's I think there's something else to that thing. That looks like something I've read about. That's called a vicious short bow. And go ahead and go into your inventory and replace your short bow with a vicious short bow. It's a magic item.
Vicious short bow. Joe's going.
Vicious short bow.
Vicious short bow. What the hell is this guy talking about?
I think if you well, let me just break it down for you guys. He kind of looks around. There's no zombies around. He locks the doors. I know this is all weird as shit, man. I've been dealing with this stuff for years, and I mean decades, really. Y'all, and he looks embarrassed. Y'all ever hear of something called Dungeons and Dragons?
Just kind of like look at Matthew, like look at those guys, be like, I mean, I've heard of it.
Chuck, I have one question.
Yeah.
Did you do this to us? Did you kill Nickelback? Did you kill Chad?
Oh no! I could never do this. No. Hold your horses there, Robbie.
You see these hands right now? They're a little purpley right now, and they're getting real itchy. Chuck,
He's losing it.
Yeah. Well, have you ever heard of Dungeons and Dragons, Robbie?
I've heard of it.
Well, I think you're a monk, boy.
Okay, but what about Chad?
Well, we're gonna figure out what caused this whole thing, and hopefully we're gonna save a lot of people other than Chad. Forget Chad. What about y'all's families? Who are y'all? Who's here? You talk to anybody?
Kyle will pull out his phone and be like, no, I haven't been able to get this thing to work. It's all weird and doing random crap. It's got a bunch of names and stuff on it. It's like it's doing magic, but it won't call anybody.
Yeah, let me see that. He reaches out for your phone.
Yeah, I'll hand it to him.
Holy shit, Kyle. These are spells. You're a fucking wizard.
Joe's just sitting back there,
You're a wizard, Harry.
flipping the vicious short bow stick around his fingers, like over the top knuckle and around the middle finger and back under the ring finger and back around the pinky finger and back through, just over and over. He's not saying anything.
Anyway, this is horrible timing, but I don't know what exactly is going on, but decades ago, like I said, something happened to me, and I started looking for answers, and I think that it's got something to do with this Dungeons and Dragons. I never played, or I knew some folks back in the 80s that played, but I was too busy chasing girls and building a career, and I think we're dealing with, well, let me just put it this way. You know how you boys have these new powers?
Yeah.
Well, there's some not so good guys that also have powers in this world, and they mostly stay in the shadows, but this seems to be, obviously it's out now, so I don't know what we're up against, but we got to see where the hell these zombies are going and try and find your folks.
Yeah, my parents were going to the casino, to the racetrack.
Oh shit, that's on the other side of town. Where were y'all? Y'all were at the Arlington, right?
Yeah, but they weren't supposed to be back there until we were later tonight.
Shit. Robbie, were you here alone? Who are you here with?
Here with a relative, Jim. I don't know if he's okay or not.
Shit. All right. And right about that time, you're back up on the road, and you approach where you were staying, Robbie. This is the Red Roof Inn right on the side of the highway. And there's quite a few zombies here. I mean, you've been kind of on a rural stretch of highway with not a lot between the parking here, so you're just kind of seeing some here or there. And he's going to slow down and kind of survey the property. And what are you guys doing? Where is each person sitting in the van?
Joe's sitting on a wheel well with his back to the wall, not really saying anything to anybody.
In the back, okay.
I imagine we would have been helping Robbie, who was in the floor.
Okay, so y'all are all like in the back cargo area.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So as you pull in, Chuck turns back around and goes, "Hey boys, I'm gonna need a little help on this one. Kyle, why don't you come up and sit by me and help be my eyes?" Joe, why don't you pop that hatch and see if you can do some damage with the short bow? You can lean out the top of the van.
Joe just kind of rolls his eyes, but stands up and pops the hatch up and pops out.
Robbie, I'm gonna have you hang out in the van. You can slide that door open if anything happens, and you can also open those back doors if anybody gets up behind us.
What are you doing, Chuck? What are we doing? Why are we stopping?
Well, I just, it's a lot of fucking zombies right here, buddy. I don't know what might happen. And he just keeps creeping through. He's kind of weaving through. The occasional zombies, like, slaps the window, harasses you guys.
Doing the zombie wade.
Yeah, they're just kind of you're just kind of going through them. You're running over them. These are not World War Z zombies. These are like Walking Dead zombies. Y'all
Okay.
fought them already. You know, they're kind of slow and lumbering and dangerous in big groups. So as you get through, you get to a spot right about here. And there's a bunch, and they're kind of all on the road, and it's too many to drive through or go around. Joe, pop up through that hatch with your bow and see if you can take out some of these in front of us.
Yeah, so Joe's up through the hatch, and he just yeets some arrows into some foreheads.
Yeah, you kill this one here. He's creeping, and then all of a sudden, bang! A zombie that's extremely feral jumps from you don't know where and lands on the hood of the van, and it's banging with both fists on the glass, and Chuck's freaking out. Holy shit! And then right at that moment, another one lands on the hood. Bang! They're down on all fours, and they're beating on the glass, and I need everybody to roll initiative.
$24.
That's my initiative noise. 13. 24. Hot diggity
Nat
damn
20, 24.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
both rolled nat 20s on your initiative roll.
Oh, wow.
Holy
Okay.
crap.
Roll off.
Unfortunate. Burn my nat 20 for the night.
That's the only one.
Yep. Got a 9.
3. Well, you win. Congratulations. You're superior.
I don't think that's how that works.
No, that's the deciding factor. That's what determines it.
I disagree.
Would my mage armor have dropped? Because its duration is 8 hours, but so would it continue?
I'm going to say it would continue.
Okay. It's like a magical long rest benefits.
Yeah. A long
Sweet.
rest potion, basically.
Hell yeah. It's a lot of zombies, that's for sure. Like a lot of zombies.
Joe, you're up first. You're popped out of the hatch, and there are 2 feral, weird zombies that you have not seen before on the hood, smashing the glass, and Chuck is still moving the van.
Okay. All right. So, just gonna pop the first one in the forehead.
Okay.
Drop them like they're hot.
Ugh. 17 to hit.
That is.
21 damage.
Oh, you kill one.
Oh,
Nice.
just shooting right in the forehead. The arrow goes
Right in the
straight
face.
through out of the back of his head and falls back.
Did you want to shoot the one on the left or
right.
on the right? On the... Okay. You kill him.
All right.
Can you do anything else?
Joe's like, dead as fuck. And then I'm going to use a bonus action to hide that by ducking down from the hatch.
Yeah, I like that. I won't even say you have to do anything. I'll just say you're hidden. If you want to close the hatch?
No.
Okay, just duck out of the hatch. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep, we can do that. All right, anything else?
that'll be it.
All right.
That'll do.
And I'm going to say the van moved just a little bit. I'm going to say 10 feet per turn because he's still trying. All right, Robbie, you're up.
I am still inside the vehicle, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And there's still a man on the hood?
There is, yeah. It's a feral, snarling, vicious thing on the hood.
I see.
You don't have to do anything, and you could save, you could hold your action, you could do whatever you want. Delay.
Can I hold my action to spend a key point? Is that a thing? That's a bonus action, really. So probably not.
You could just delay your whole turn if you wanted.
I'll hold my just a regular unarmed strike action. If something tries to enter the vehicle.
If something tries to enter, like get in the hatch or something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is this thing that's on the windshield's turn. And it is going to try and do something. It is going to... Woo! It got a 2 on the die. So it's just banging on the windshield. And, yeah, that's really all it can do this turn. Kyle, you are up. The van moved a little bit further.
And I'm in, like, the front seat with my, right?
Mhm.
Like, okay. So he's, like, banging on the glass right in front of me. Yeah, I don't have any way to, like, attack this guy. So I am going to kind of ready a firebolt, get a little flame going in my hand to throw into its face if it breaks the glass. Like, I'm just waiting on it to break the glass.
Okay. Next up is Chuck. And he is panicked. This thing is obscuring his vision, and so he's driving. And he drives. Let me roll a check for this.
Oh no, don't crash this, Chuck.
I'm going to roll that again. I literally rolled a 10 on a d20. I'm like, that doesn't help me.
I don't. What does it do? What does it mean?
Okay, so this thing's all over the windshield. He's driving. He does the wrong thing, and he slams the gas. And you go up on the curb here, and you hit this pole. Boom! And the van comes to a screeching halt.
No. Oh no.
The one that was on the van that was still alive, it goes flying off over here. Like, straight physics. Goes like 30 feet. Now, when that happens and this thing you slam into this pole, a lot of zombies start paying attention to you guys. So all these ones that are around. And he's like, fuck! God damn fucking piece of shit! Joe, you're up.
Holy shit. Is old shit skank still on the hood?
She's dead, and then the other one, it flew off when he hit this pole.
Flew off when he hit this pole.
It's right here.
Okay, so since I am hidden, I attack with advantage, correct?
Yes, but are you gonna pop back up?
Yeah, pop back up and fire a shot.
Yeah, I'll say you're hidden.
Okay.
Kind of all in one motion.
Yeah. Because I can see her out of the windshield.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it was almost a nat 20 anyway. 15. Damn.
That hits.
All right. So pop back up with the sneak attack, vicious short bow. And that'll be 26 damage.
Woo! You kill this other one.
Boom! Arrow
That's what
through
I'm
the side of the
talking about.
face.
So the two, what I'm gonna call jumpers, are dead.
The two jumpers are
I like
dead.
jumpers.
And Joe is going to, so we're crashed into this pole. Joe's gonna look around to see if he can tell, you know, what all the danger is right now.
Okay.
So what are we seeing?
You're seeing about 3 or 4 zombies to your right, about 6, and this is all within about 30 feet. You see about 3 or 4 to your right. You are up on a pole, halfway up on a curb, and you heard a loud bang when he hit the pole. And then you see about 6 or 7 more to your left. There's quite a few out on the street here. It looks like maybe whoever was in this hotel when the event happened, kind of all still around this area. It hasn't been very long. They're working their way down the highway towards downtown. So there's a little bit, quite a few in front of you, and then kind of all in every direction.
Chuck, what the holy fucking hell are you doing down there?
I'm gonna figure it. I'm gonna fix it. Just keep these sons of bitches off of us.
Well, these sons of bitches are coming. And Joe's gonna end his turn, still popped up out of the hatch, staring down these zombies.
Okay, Robbie, you're up.
Does the back hatch have glass to look through?
It is no glass, and it's got double doors that split down the middle that you could open.
I'm gonna peek up through the top hatch. And
I know, right? It's like, do I really want to open this?
I want to look around and see if I see Gem.
Okay.
Oh no.
Make a perception check.
Perception. Oh, nice. A solid 0 bonus there. Let's do just a flat roll. Oh yeah, 5.
Oh no.
You don't see Jim, but I will tell you that when you were going by the hotel, you could see that like a lot of the doors were open. It looked like maybe some small fires were in the hotel. Probably not around here. If he was here when it happened.
Yikes. Okay.
It's one of those dead or not here scenarios.
He went to go
Yeah.
gambling before I went to Magic Springs. So.
Yeah, that's right. So he probably wasn't here. He was probably still across town over at Oaklawn, which is where Kyle's parents were as well.
Yeah, was Sally going gambling too?
Yeah, I think Sally was just at home.
Oh,
I'm not sure that Joe cares about Sally, though. That's what he said last time.
that's fair.
Pretty indifferent to her existence.
she is an acquaintance from whom I acquire accommodations.
That's, yeah, pretty much.
You've got a door on this side of the van, a single door. It's a sliding door. You
Yeah,
got door.
that's for crazy people.
You got front and back doors. You got the hatch, and then you got a back double door here. Robbie?
Is there anything I can do to assist Chuck in getting the vehicle operating again?
Yes. Do you want to just offer him a help action? That would take your full action, but I
would
would
give
let you
him
do
that.
that.
Yes, I would give him that help action.
Awesome. So that'll give him advantage. I haven't said what he's going to do, but Kyle, you're up.
Okay. Is my window a power window or a crank window?
It's a crank window.
That's better, honestly. You know, you don't want to be in a scenario where you're like holding a little button trying to save yourself by rolling the window up. You know, crank that puppy up. So, I'm going to crank it down and try to blast a zombie away from us with a firebolt.
Okay, which side?
Probably like behind us so we can back up.
Okay, you got 3 right there behind you. You can do like these 3 here.
Yeah, exactly. So try to just reach back and.
So you're hanging out the passenger window?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, crank down the window and just lean out and fire one. 15 to hit.
Yep.
Come on, give me good damage. 12 damage.
All right, you killed 2 of these. It goes through this one right into the other one.
Then I'll just like start cranking it back up. But I guess I don't have another opportunity. I should
Crank
but
it
I'm
back
like,
up.
Get us the hell out of here.
All right, so Chuck's up. He's like, God damn, I think I bust the front axle on this thing. I can fix it, but it's going to take some
my
time.
God.
The front
Axle, bro?
He opens his door and gets out. He's got this wrench that's just crackling with purple energy. And he's like, it's going to take some time. I need y'all to hold him off. And he climbs underneath the van that's precariously teetering right above his head.
Oh.
My goodness.
I'm going to roll for him with advantage since Robbie gave the help action. Ooh. First roll was a 15. Oh, second roll was an 18. So that was worth your action. I'm not going to tell you what the DC is to get this thing fixed.
Oh.
But it's not fixed. You just hear him down there banging around. Bing, bing, bing. Joe, you're up.
Oh
my
my
gosh.
goodness. Is this zombie right off the driver's side an accurate location?
Right,
yeah, they're all
Chuck?
accurate.
Okay, so Joe in one motion is gonna He's gonna slip out of the hatch and pop out of the driver door that I assume is still open because Chuck's a fucking maniac.
Yeah, it's like half open.
Oh
And
my
Joe, in
god.
just one smooth motion, is just gonna pop out of the hatch and slip out of the driver door and just stick his rapier right in this zombie's eye.
Okay.
I can't actually get a hold of my mini, so just pretend he's there.
Oh, yeah. I am.
Nat 20, baby, let's go!
There we freaking go!
You can roll it if you want, but he's dead.
Okay.
So you kill that one.
That man's dead, and then,
You got one more kind of back behind the van, and then you got another one just past where that guy was, probably about 15, 20 feet from
And
Chuck.
then like 3 to the right of the van. Those are the ones stressing me out.
Joe's gonna use his whatever it is that allows him to swing his other rapier, and gonna zip back there and slash that zombie behind the van. That'll
Okay.
be a modified 25 to hit,
Hits.
Dang.
so that'll be a 10 damage.
Man.
Okay, you kill that one.
Okay, and then Joe's going to step back over to the driver door and assume a defensive posture of Chuck's precarious body position.
Like right there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Robbie, you're up. You got 3 or 4 closing in on the van, but not quite there yet.
Okay. When you refer to the 3 or 4, you mean the ones over here on the right of the van?
On the passenger side, yep. Those are your closest ones.
These Scoogle knockers.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Excuse you.
You know what they are.
Oh, I know now. They're Scoogle knockers.
I am going to hop out of the van on the passenger side and hold off the right flank of the van. And I am going to get right up in here.
All right.
I'm going to use my bonus action to spend a key point to summon the arms of Astral Self, and this purple energy forms 2 arms that are just kind of floating on my shoulders, as you've seen before. And when I summon it within range of enemies, it does 2d6 force damage to enemies on a Dex saving throw. They have to make a
that's
DC
cool.
save of 11 Dex saving throw.
All right. Nat 1.
Boy.
Yeah.
And so we'll just do a casual 2d6 here. It's basically free.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. 4 damage to each
Oh man.
thing, I think.
Okay, so each one of them is just barely hanging on.
And then we're gonna do some. I'm gonna throw some punches and hit one of them. Oh, nice. 8.
There we go.
Okay, kill that one. You had 1 HP left, so. How much damage did you do?
Oh, I didn't actually roll the damage. That's important.
Yeah, roll the damage. Because there was
6.
2 with the cleave rule. Okay, so you kill both of those with the first punch.
I still have a little bit of movement, right?
Yeah, and that one's only
Yeah.
about 8 feet from you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just get up there and do the thing. Do you want to use that 18 that I rolled?
We'll take the 18. That hits.
Okay. 10 damage.
Boom. Kill all 3 of those with 2 punches.
Swag.
Swagalicious.
And that will be Robbie's turn. I think he's probably got a little movement left. Maybe he can move back just a few.
You just want to stay outside the van on that passenger side. So you got
Yeah.
Joe on the driver's side, and you're on the passenger side. Kyle's inside
Yeah.
with Matthew. Okay. Kyle, you're up.
Kyle kind of shimmy over into the driver's seat and lean out the window or lean out the door. Be like, Chuck, how long is this gonna take?
I don't know. You just hear him banging around. Zzz, zzz, zap noises.
I'm gonna see if I can buy us a little bit of time. And he's gonna whip out his phone, and he's going to click an image, and it's kind of like shifting all the time, and it becomes an icon of a car, or rather a van, with a little flame symbol on top of it. And he presses it, and he says, "Don't worry, guys. It only hurts if you believe it." And as he clicks it, the van explodes into a giant fireball. We're all within the 20-foot cube of this illusion. So while you hear a big boom and you feel heat, you hear sound, you see the visual, and you turn around and you see the van is a burnt out husk. But then, like, you reach out to touch the burnt out husk and realize that it's just a cold metal van sitting there.
Cool.
And that's Kyle's turn.
That's very
How long does that last?
10 minutes, but it is concentration.
Man. You know what? Okay. I'm gonna make a ruling here. None of these zombies have high enough anything to be able to see through that. The ones that are close enough won't go any closer because of the fire and there's no people there anymore. They're kind of like, whatever. So I'm gonna fast forward a bit, and Chuck's got the van fixed.
Hell yeah.
Oh my.
Big brain move.
Hell yeah. That's what
Solid
Kyle does.
maneuver.
20 intelligence, baby. He doesn't mess around.
That's fucking awesome. So I'll give you a inspiration for that too.
All right.
Chuck climbs up from underneath and is like, he's covered in grease and oil and shit that was spraying out. He's like, all right, that ought to do it. Get back in. He's like, holy shit, it's on fire. Oh, and he reaches out and touches it. Let's go. We got to get downtown.
All right, get us the hell out of here.
You guys pile back in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You continue on. Van feels brand new. Got no issues with the van.
There's not a horrible bumping choppingness.
No, it's like it's
Wow,
perfectly
Chuck.
fixed. Chuck, as you drive and he talks some more. That's how my power is manifested. I think I'm something they call an artificer.
Nice.
I can do mechanical type stuff, and I guess it makes sense with my career, but yeah, I seem to have a little bit extra oomph with my wrench. And he shoots out another zap. As you guys are riding along the highway, you're getting closer into town. You're still on 70. You're kind of where the convention center would be. You see some more businesses and stuff. You see a lot more zombies around, but not congregating anywhere. You see them all sort of walking towards downtown, like Bathhouse Row, like towards Park Avenue, basically. And Chuck's like, yeah, I think that they're it seems they're all headed that way. When I was coming back towards you, they were all headed the other way, and then since we've been in the van, I think they're headed downtown. I don't know where exactly. What do y'all want? What do y'all think? What do y'all want to do?
Oh man. Do we go check at the casino, or do we head towards the thing? Cal will be like, well, what the hell would we even do? You think we can do anything about this? I mean, we're just four guys. Sorry, Matthew.
We're just four guys, but like I told you, we're special, and somebody's got to do something.
Let's go towards the source.
Yeah.
Or wherever the zombies are going.
You continue, you make a right towards Park Avenue, you're down on the end, you make it down towards the Bathhouse Row. You've got sidewalk lined streets, all these touristy shops on your left. On your right, you see these old historic bathhouses, and you see a lot of the same. You see zombies that busted through glass windows. They're climbing up over the buildings, climbing the walls, climbing trees, pulling innocent people that have not turned out of buildings and towards the Arlington Hotel, which is down at the end of Bathhouse Row.
Oh my. Terrified.
I know, right? That snicker.
Okay. As you guys get down here, you see up in front of you a massive horde of zombies. More than you could possibly imagine. Thousands, tens of thousands, an entire city's worth of zombies stacked into these streets, and they're all shambling towards, it looks like they're shambling towards the Arlington Hotel. You guys are in the van, and Chuck is like, all right, boys, I think this looks like where they're coming. Shit. I got an idea, but I don't know if y'all are gonna like it.
Whoa, what's the idea? The hell you thinking, Chuck?
He creeps up a little further. These zombies are not interested in you guys really at all. And everybody roll perception checks.
Oh no.
Terrified. 10.
Nat Twinzoni for a 22.
Oh, yeah. All right, Kyle. It makes sense. Kyle, you're in the front seat still. You're in the passenger seat. It looks like there are so many bodies of these zombies squeezed in on top of each other. You can almost see like a whirlpool effect, like they're going down below ground level, way up in the distance. It's like they're going down into a hole.
Like they're operating as a fluid. There's so many of them, and they're draining into a hole.
Exactly. There's so many of them that they're going down into a hole in front of you. And they're carrying and dragging conscious and unconscious bodies of humans with them down this direction.
So, Joe being a native of this area, would he have any advantage on his perception? Would he know where they were?
Roll a history check with advantage.
Because Joe's the type. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, we're thinking exactly right. I can tell you that.
17.
Joe, as a native to Hot Springs, Arkansas, you know
And a hoodlum.
And a hoodlum. That there is a network of underground tunnels underneath the city of Hot Springs. And many troubled youth, such as Joe Smalls, may have adventured under there a time or two.
Yeah, just the character, not the guy playing him.
Yep.
Right.
With that history check, you actually would know that there's rumors of these tunnels being used to connect different buildings and things. As I mentioned in episode 1, given a little bit of history of the city of Hot Springs, it's well known as kind of a summer hangout for mobsters, Italian mafia, Al Capone, these sorts of guys. And so there's lots of rumors about the underground tunnels connecting all the way out to like Hamilton, connecting to all these different safe houses, and basically as a way that these mobsters would get around hiding from the law, things to do with prohibition, those sorts of things. So yeah, I'll just say that you kind of fill the other guys in, or do you keep it to yourself? What do you say when you think about all
Joe has pretty much not talked. Pretty much just cussed at Chuck and not really say anything else. And he goes, "Holy shit, guys. I don't know where any of y'all are from, but there's fucking tunnels all under these hotels and this street we're on now and everything. And I can only imagine it looks like them damn zombies are dragging people down into those tunnels. And I'll tell you right now, those tunnels are winding and big and narrow. And there's spots where you can only crawl in, and it gets freezing cold in some spots and burning hot in others. And we don't want to go down there, guys."
Well, I mean, we have to. We've got to do something.
If Chuck goes and drives through all these, it looks like there's unconscious people up. I don't really give a shit. Just floor it.
No. We can't
Or
go in
to the
right here.
people.
Yeah, we can't go in here. We'll just get caught in the wad. Is there another way in, Joe?
Oh, I mean, there's a bunch of ways in.
Maybe we could find a place that's not so crowded and actually get in.
This sounds like a terrible idea.
I don't know. I almost think Joe's right. Any place that you can get in is probably swarming with these fucking things. They seem to be. It's almost like ants returning to their anthill. Yeah, they seem to be operating on some sort of code or something. Somebody's directing them down. I don't know.
Joe's self-interest and reliance on only himself up to this point in life kind of kicks in. He's mostly done everything, not necessarily as a group up to this point, but just because that's the path of most likely to survive. And he snatches Chuck by the collar and he says, "Chuck, you fucking asshole, what do you know about this shit? Where are they coming from? I'm about ready to kill the damn thing that's controlling them so I can be done with this."
They're all going underground. I mean, y'all can see it as clear as I can, and I think it's too many of them. I've got an idea. I'm an old man. I've lived my life. I'm gonna help you boys get in there and save your family members. I got a plan. Y'all just gonna have to trust old Chuck.
Chuck, what are you saying? What? I don't like the way you're talking.
This old man's crazy as hell.
Just trust me, man. His eyes are kind of glassy, and he reaches over. He puts a hand on you, Kyle. He's like, I never got a chance to do much with whatever gift or curse, whatever this is, but I think now's my time, and I'm gonna help you get in there and save your families. He reaches under the seat, and you see him. He pulls out an orange flare gun pistol. He starts to creep up towards this huge crowd, and some of them start to look at you, like the 4 or 5 in front of you, 6, 7. They're kind of turning around. They're looking at the van. This is what we're gonna do. I thought something like this might happen. This van's wired to explode.
Oh my god.
And you look down, there's like propane tanks, oxygen tanks. It's like all this like weird homemade stuff, and it's all wired together. He's got like a little like shitty like jumper cable wires that are spliced and connected to other ones. It's like all this weird MacGyver shit. Gets right in the middle of the street and puts it in park. And he looks at you guys and he goes, before y'all go, I want to do something for you. And he takes his wrench in his right hand and he holds it up onto the dash. And he puts it up against his little bird statue. And he goes, y'all take this guy with you. Keep him safe, and he'll keep you safe. And when I tell you to, I want you to open the back hatch and run for your life. And then once it's clear, y'all get in that fucking hole and take out whatever's caused all this shit, okay?
What the shit is actually going on?
God, Chuck, have you lost your mind?
Don't worry about me, boy. You got your whole life ahead of you. And he just grits his teeth and he goes, When I say run, just run. He opens up the hatch. Before any of you can stop him, he shoots the flare up in the air. Boom! Big orange flare. All the zombies look towards the van and start shambling towards the van. Open the back hatch and run!
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Kyle
leaving.
grab Matthew and yeah.
All these zombies, as you turn and look behind you, they're covering this thing. They're climbing over each other, mounding up over the van. And as you guys get about 50 feet away behind the van, it just fucking explodes in this huge mushroom cloud. And there's some stragglers, but they seem pretty stunned. So you're kind of on a time crunch. So what do y'all do?
I guess let's freaking get in there.
Are we going into the hole that they're in right now?
Yeah, how close to the hole did he get when he blew it up?
He's pretty close. He's up by the hole.
Yeah, and he blew a spot big enough that like there's a gap between us and the hole.
Oh yeah. The zombies are I can't kill all these very quickly, but they're like almost all gone. There's probably 10% of them left. He probably killed thousands of them.
So Joe just goes sprinting full speed with his rapiers out towards the burning crater that was the van.
Yeah, let's freaking go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Y'all go into this massive hole in the concrete.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna grab a brewski then.
Okay.
Question is, what kind of brewski do I get? Got a light IPA, the classic Blue Moon that I haven't had in forever, and then this weird heavy pirate beer from Morrilton.
All right. So as you guys go down into this hole, you drop down into the sewer. You see a few zombie scragglers, but really no one that's paying attention to you. You don't see anything unusual yet. Just looks kind of like a regular sewer. And you notice this little metal makeshift bird flies in the hole with you.
Aww.
It's the bird that was on Chuck's dash, a piece of his art. And he seemed to imbue this thing with some sort of power or some essence of his being. It's got about an 8-inch wingspan. It's pretty small. It's about hand. You could hold it in your hand easily, but it looks like a hawk. It's got a face shape of like a little hawk or falcon. I think I described it before. It's like made from scrap metal, nuts and bolts and screws and those sorts of things.
So
it's flapping around.
Shaped like a white raven with a black beak.
It is not, but it is a bird. Continuing our spectacular.
Yeah, you are
bird.
still weird about the bird. You got a bird fetish, but that's okay. We don't judge here.
As he flies around, you see little purple sparks of energy, much like Chuck's wrench coming off of him. And he kind of like circles you guys really fast, and this purple lightning is kind of starting from your toes up and encircling all three of you guys, and four, including Matthew. Matthew's still with you guys. He's traumatized.
Poor Matthew.
As it circles you, you feel different things start to happen. Kyle, you notice that little wings sprout from your shoes.
Ooh.
And Robbie, you notice that on your wrists, you get these leather, but they've got like metal elements like screws and nuts and bolts. You get these leather forearm bracers.
Oh.
Joe, your hoodie expands a little on the side. It almost turns into like one of those flying squirrel skydiving suit shapes, as it's got kind of like these webbed pieces of fabric from your wrist down to your waist. And Kyle, you can add winged boots to your inventory, which is a magic item. Robbie, you can add bracers of defense to your inventory. And Joe Smalls, you can add the cloak of the bat to your inventory.
The fuck? Cloak of the bat. Cloak of the bat. Cloak of the bat.
These are amazing.
Aren't those cool?
It's basically 4 total hours of flying in 1 minute increments.
Mm-hmm.
That's phenomenal. Without concentration is the important part.
Exactly, and you don't have to burn a spell. You don't have to.
Man, and just a flat increase with these bracers to AC +2.
Ooh.
+2 to AC. Plus, aren't they also +2 to saving throws or no?
No.
Okay.
Just AC.
Okay. Never mind. Yeah. And then Seth, tell yours. Yours is
It's
crazy.
so wild. Okay. While wearing this cloak, you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks. In an area of dim light or darkness, you can grip
Which
the
you're
edges,
in.
You can grip the edges of the cloak with both hands and use it to fly at a speed of 40 feet.
Nice.
If you ever fail to grip the cloak's edges while flying in this way, or if you are no longer in dim light or darkness, you lose this flying speed. While wearing the cloak in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to cast polymorph on yourself, transforming into a bat. While you're in the form of the bat, you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. The cloak can't be used this way again until the next dawn.
Wow.
Wait, how long? How long do you be the bat when you turn into a bat?
And it doesn't say.
So until the next dawn, basically, I guess.
How sick is that item? That item's so cool. Cloak of the
That's
bat.
so
Wild.
wild. You just Mario cape yourself and then turn into a bat.
And then Dracula yourself.
Yeah.
Dracify.
It's Mario
And
Acula.
you don't have to worry about gripping the edges or whatever because it's like sewn into your hoodie. It's like a flying squirrel suit.
Fuck yeah.
It's
Let's
amazing.
go. All right.
All right, so y'all got some cool shit now.
Okay.
Finally.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Chuck. You're a real one.
Yeah, Chuck's
Oh
the
yeah,
man.
what's the bird do after that?
It's just hovering above you guys.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna die.
And you remember that Chuck said, hey, keep this thing safe and it'll keep you safe. So
All right. R.I.P. Chuck. Thanks for your last gift. And it clads Matthew in an impenetrable armor suit, right?
no. So you guys are down in the sewer and you walk around for a while. You're kind of following the zombies that you see. Some have people with them, some don't. Occasionally you get attacked, but we're going to hand wave that and y'all just wreck them. You know, just little solo kind of scragglers here or there. Chuck took out fucking 1,000 of them. I mean, Chuck's bomb was massive.
Okay.
You guys are working your way through this sewer, and all of a sudden, all 3 of you, well, I'm going to say all 4 of you, including Matthew, you hear a voice in your head as you're walking.
Ah, yes. Living visitors.
The fuck?
More souls for me to harvest.
Who are you?
You will find out soon enough if you make it to me.
To be continued on the next episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies. Find out what happens to our party next week.